I was born in Washington, D.C. at D.C. General Hospital. For the first 11 years of my life, I lived in an orphanage. From the age of a baby to 11, I felt like I didn't have a home.
I was born in Washington, D.C. and grew up in the Washington, D.C. area.
This lady came in and she was looking all around and she asked about me. And they said, well, she's been here, since she was a baby and she's 11 years old. And she was like, well, I choose her. And she did. I went away for a little while to attend college in Ohio and found that I missed it. So I came back and built my life and career here in D.C.
I started my law school career at Santa Clara in California and then transferred to George Washington University Law School.
In late 2018, I was looking to relocate, and St. Elizabeth's was getting ready to open, and I thought it would be ideal. I moved in with my partner, my little doggy, Gigi.
After talking with the dean in charge of clinics at GW, he recommended doing Rising for Justice, and it's the best decision I ever made.
In the past year, we've been working with Georgetown, GW. We had some students from American last semester and UDC, and we bring them in and we staff them on generally landlord-tenant cases, housing cases, and those are their clients.
I was working for a nonprofit, going to work every day, and then COVID hit. During COVID, I started experiencing a herniated disc that caused nerve pain and damage. As the COVID crisis subsided, my nonprofit wanted me to come back to work. And because of that, my only choice was to retire from that position. I went from a very healthy, generous salary to just receiving Social Security. And that's where my trouble started. I was paying a portion of the rent, what I felt like I could pay and still survive. But, the back rent just kept adding up. I received notices from the management company that they would be taking me to court. I did go to court alone, and during that hearing, the judge asked if I had legal representation, which I did not have. Didn't think I could afford it. The judge gave me the number for Rising for Justice.
I came across Joy's case after seeing her name as one of the first names I was assigned to call back.
John told me that he was a law student. I was excited that I was gonna, have someone to walk with me through the process.
After hearing Joy's story, I thought that she'd be a great fit for a motion to dismiss that my supervisor and I had been working on with several other clients.
He would do all the speaking for me. That was a big relief. A big relief.
The motion we were working on involved dismissal based on failure to state a claim because under DC law, a landlord's required to serve a tenant a notice of past due rent in English and Spanish and make diligent and conscientious efforts to serve the tenant in person. After speaking with Joy, I discovered that neither of those things had occurred, and we thought we had a very good shot to get her case dismissed.
We had a court date scheduled. John and David were there.
So by the time we showed up on June 5th for when the court was planning to rule, we had spent a lot of time in front of the court on this, a lot of nerves. John had finished his semester. He was coming back to follow through on this thing that he had spent so much time with.
The judge heard both sides of the argument and decided that the case would be dismissed.
I let out a huge sigh of relief.
And as soon as the judge said that the case was going to be dismissed, Joy texted me, woohoo.
I was like, wow. I felt relief. Without Rising for Justice, I probably would have been evicted.
And just thinking about the fact that Joy is home today, That's the reason I do what I do.
Rising for Justice has given me the confidence to stand up in front of court. It's also given me the confidence to interact with clients and provide respectful counsel.
Our greatest hope for the students that we have in this program is that they're going to carry their clients with them.
Because of my early childhood, home is really important to me, to have a place that's my own. And the thought of losing that was devastating.
After doing Rising for Justice, I have decided that I want to continue doing housing litigation pro bono throughout my career. This is the best 6 months I spent in law school, best professional development, and most rewarding.
I have found a part-time job that has given me additional income, which has made me very happy that I'm able to stay in my home, surrounded by my friends and neighbors and my Gigi.
My name is Dave Yellin. I'm an attorney with Rising for Justice in Washington, D.C., and every day I get to go to work to help people stay in their homes.
My name is John Hanebuth. I'm from D.C., and Rising for Justice has given me the opportunity to be a better law student, a better lawyer, and a better person.
My name is Joy Mason, and I live in Anacostia. Because of Rising for Justice, I'm able to keep my home.